Hi, and welcome to the Unknown Secrets of SEO podcast. This is podcast number 49. My name is Chris Burris. I am owner of eWebStyle. Paul Hansen, my counterpart, is not here, so this may be a very quick podcast, or maybe it'll go a little bit long. Who knows? We will find out. Actually, I've got to turn the audio from my computer off. All right, I'm back. Here we go. Okay, so as always, we want to start off with a couple of pieces of information. We want to start off with news, and we want to start off with what we did last time. Actually, this podcast is going to be about continuation of what we did last time, and we were talking about choosing the right CMS platform. Now, I know I kept referring to CMS as content management software or solution. It's actually system, so hopefully somebody can cut me some slack on that. There are a number of content management solutions out there, open source. There's also paid versions that you can use. Drupal, Joomla, WordPress, and Mambo. Now, WordPress is typically associated with a blog, but it's hardy enough of a system that you can certainly use it as your content management solution. So we're going to continue with that. We've got a couple more points on that. I want to let you know you are listening to the most popular SEO podcast on iTunes, and you can stalk us. In fact, we want you to stalk us. You can stalk us by following us on Twitter. To find us on Twitter, just go to twitter.com/ewebstyle. There's no dash in that one. Or you can find our Facebook page and become a fan. In order to do that, all you need to do is go to e-webstyle.com/Facebook. The URL for Facebook is just incredibly too long and bizarre. I wouldn't want to give it off over the air. So that makes it much easier. It takes you directly to our Facebook fan page. I'd also like to thank everybody out there in Ustream land. You can actually watch our podcast live on Fridays at 9:15 in the morning Central Standard Time. We're running a little bit late today. I was hoping Paul would be able to make it. He's not here. Let's see, did I get them all? You can also find our videos on YouTube. We're continually adding our videos after we've added them to the system. We're continually putting them up on YouTube. And so I promised you last time that I was going to give you the YouTube link. I will get it to you the next time. I'm sure you can just go on to YouTube and type in eWebStyle and you will find us. Remember, we've quoted or coined the phrase SEVO, Search Engine Visitor Optimization. You're listening to the most popular podcast on iTunes. Now, a little bit of news. I went in and looked in some tech news, and there's some interesting stuff I'd like to make some comments on. Windows Phone 7. So I'm a big Windows Phone fan, and they said they're going to change the whole phone, and they're going to use the actually operating system of the phone, and they're going to use Silverlight or XNA. And it's interesting that I read this article today because we're in the process inside of eWebStyle. We're in the process of changing from using .asp, which is old Microsoft technology, and starting to use Joomla. Get on over here. I'm starting to use Joomla, which is a content management solution. Content management system. I just corrected myself on that. I don't even know what's going on. So it's interesting that they talk about that. One of the main reasons we're switching from .asp actually to Joomla, or actually .php, is because Microsoft at one point changed from .asp to what's called .asp.net. It's actually a pretty radical change. It's a radical change in from the perception of how you edit and work with different pages, dynamically created pages. And we found that we weren't very comfortable in that environment, and we didn't really want to use it, so we stayed with .asp Classic. Well, now Microsoft no longer supports .asp Classic. They only support .asp.net or ASP.net, and so we're like, okay, you know what? We could now learn ASP.net, but the challenge would be that Microsoft's going to come out with something new, I don't know, like Silverlight or XNA, that just stops everything you did before and moves off into a new direction. And we didn't want to face that again. So .php is an open source programming platform. It's going to continually change, and it's never going to be this one stopgap. Okay, you've got to totally re-understand how you do everything in .php. So we don't have to worry about that. So that's why we switched over to .php. And Joomla is a .php interface. So it's interesting. Google's just redoing it all over. Who knows? Maybe next time we may need to learn Silverlight or XNA. Apple iPad hit stores April 3rd. I think we kind of mentioned briefly Apple iPads before. Paul, what do you think of it? Oh, he'll be right here. When we mentioned iPads before, it's funny because there's a quote from Jobs which says that the netbooks do nothing as well as you're probably looking for some of this. They do nothing as well as a laptop, and that's it. Basically, he's made an iPad. It's kind of a laptop, except not a complete laptop.
It's a rich man's toy.
It is. It is.
So if you got $700,
send us one.
iPad.
Send us one. Because I'd like to play with it, and I can virtually guarantee I will never buy one. I can just virtually guarantee that. Google Buzz came out recently, and Google Buzz is I don't know if they even thought of it in terms of being a Facebook killer or whatever. Ironically, I just read an article. It's actually sending a lot of people back to their Facebook accounts because it reminds them, I haven't been doing anything on Facebook, and Google Buzz isn't as good, so they're going back to Facebook. The other thing, which is actually pretty interesting, and there's probably a lot of people out there. Did you know Viacom is suing Google?
For what?
It's been underway for a while, and they're suing them because Viacom has all this content, and they're saying that Google allowed all of their copyrighted material to be displayed. I think the number was like some 8 million times it's been viewed on YouTube because Google owns YouTube, and Google's claiming that we're just an ISP, and as an ISP we're exempt from copyright infringement issues. So that case is starting to come to a head. So that's where we're at. That's the news.
That's what's up.
Podcast number 49. All right. We got another review.
We did.
Yeah. From
Diego?
San D'Angelo.
Nah, close enough.
You know what? We're having twins. My wife's from Panama, right? And somebody made the point, and it's one boy and one girl, and somebody made the point, and that's what I'm doing now. Anytime somebody asks their name, it's like Diego and Dora.
That's what's up.
Middle name Explorer. Anyway, San D'Angelo said, "You cats make search engine optimization fun. Thanks for the info." I didn't.
That's what's up.
I got to be honest. It was never. I wasn't the thought of making SEO fun. I don't. Did that enter your mind when we started this?
We do try to make it fun, educational, and yet entertaining. But talking about code and search engine optimization, it's not. It's not like we're talking about the last episode of
Survivor.
Desperate Housewives.
Do you want to talk about that?
I'll talk about Eva.
Eva. Yeah. Yeah, so we're happy. Yes, we certainly like to bring some levity into everything we do here at the office, everything. So, thanks, San D'Angelo. That's a pretty awesome accolade. We accept all accolades. Remember, you can contact us. That was actually, and we really appreciate that. When you go to iTunes, you create an account, and you actually type out a review of our podcast. Man, we really appreciate that. In fact, San D'Angelo, send us your website link and how we can give you a little bit of link love. You can send that to podcast@e-webstyle.com. We really appreciate it when you go create an iTunes account, put up a review, make contact with us, let us know you did it, and we'll give you some link love because we really appreciate it. And right now, man, we've got 11 just clicks where people can like select a star.
Ratings,
and then I don't know, 6-7 reviews.
That's what's up, man.
That is what's up.
Thank you very much. You guys are really coming through in the last couple months on hooking us up with reviews.
I think we have officially reached the Geno time limit.